evening, everybody. It's Monday, and that means that the LinkedIn 5-day challenge is over, and we're now thinking, what's coming next? And what's coming next is the 5M event happening on Friday. Yes, that's only 4 more sleeps away. Happening on Friday in sunny Warrington at the bottom of Mine Road, everybody. So it's going to be taking place in a hotel called the Fir Grove Hotel. It's down at the bottom of Mine Road in Warrington. And myself and all the team and some of the other very familiar faces will be there hosting the event. And we've got a good selection of people signed up and ready to come. And they're heading here over the next over the last couple of days. So we've got people coming up from London on Thursday. We've got people traveling from all over the country, and we're all going to meet together at the #5M Live event where, spoiler alert, there might even be merch. So watch this space. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what is 5M and what are the 5Ms. As you can see, I'm such a StreamYard pro. Let me know who's here, how you feeling, what's going on, how do you feel about the 5Ms? Have you done it? Have you heard about it? Do you want to do it? Have you done it as a webinar? Have you done it as the 5M experience? Have you done it as part of one of my paid programs? It's very new work from me, but it's all part of the mission for me to help more people and to bring more people in my world who maybe are only just beginning to think about business, as well as those who are looking to scale their business. And it's really come for me. So the 5M is for me around what came up. So what happened was I was poorly. I'm going to go through it, Kelly. Don't you worry. I was poorly and I was in bed, and I don't do very well being incapacitated and being in bed, not able to do what I need to do. And one of the things that I thought about was, what is it about me that I've done maybe differently to other people, or what have been the things that have kept me motivated, kept me going, even when things are tough, even when things are hard? What have been the things that I've always come back to get me over whatever mindset issue I'm having in the moment, if that makes sense? So there's one of the things that I talk about, which is mission over mindset in the moment. And I talk about taking action, and I really tried to deconstruct in my head what was it? What were the key things for me that made me take action and be more successful than maybe somebody who didn't take action? So that's all the difference, right? The difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person is one thing: taking action, right, in the right direction. So I really mulled that over, and I was thinking about how I could do this in a way that would engage people and entertain people and, get people to think maybe differently. So one of the things we said, if you go to that landing page, thank you, Abby, the Eventbrite landing page, you'll see it's about thinking and feeling differently about your business. So that was kind of my thought process. And I deconstructed and went back through time to think around when did I really hit walls? What did I do to overcome them? What have been like the guiding lights? What have been the things for me to help me take action, even when it's hard, and especially when it's hard, right? There's nothing different about me or you. You have the same abilities as me. You have the same, motivations and drive as me. But why do I do the things when other people don't? Because the reason why, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying that when I tried to look at it, because I was trying to think back so I could help people in the now. So I've got these big audiences. Oh, Victoria Sharp. Victoria Sharp is going to be there on Friday. Hi, Victoria. Big friend of the family. Amazing pianist and singer, and will be entertaining us at the event, which is very exciting. If you've not seen Victoria live, you are in for a treat. That alone is worth the entrance price. But anyway, so I was thinking, what have I learned that I can teach people in the now? Because I've got big communities. I've got my LinkedIn mastermind. I've got my business mastermind, and they're full of entrepreneurs wanting to grow, and sometimes they don't do the work. And I was thinking, how can that be? Why don't people do the work? How can we help people do the work? And fundamentally, why do I do the work when there's literally nothing special about me, right? So this is what I came up with. Now, this isn't the full, obviously, content of it, but I wanted to just run very quickly through what the 5 M's are. So what is 5M is that it was me trying to deconstruct how can I help people in the now by looking back around what the key things I focused on in my business life, if you like, to keep me focused and keep me doing the things even when things get hard, right? And these are the things that I came up with. Right. Number 1, mission. #mission. So having a mission for your business isn't about a mission and value statement, like, in a HR term. It's about thinking about what is the impact of your business, like long after you've gone, like what, I have to move that so I'm not so peeping over the big word. What's the impact that your business is going to leave on the world? How do you make a positive impact on the people who engage with your business, whether they buy from you or whether you work with them directly, or whether they, whether you sell them a pair of shoes, or whether you do coaching with them, or whether you design a logo for them, or whether you help them lose 10 pounds, whatever it is that you help them with. How does that impact them? How does that change the way they think and feel? And how does that change the way that the people around them think and feel because of the way that you've helped to change them? It's all about mission for me. It's all about the bigger picture, the ripple effect, the impact that it has on yourself when you are working towards that mission. The big picture. This isn't about the micro details. This is about the big stuff, about the ripple effect, about knowing that showing up in the world matters, knowing that you leave in a positive impact on society, knowing that the action you take now is going to improve people's lives in the future. Mission is the core of everything that I do. And I think one of my sayings, if you like, is mission over mindset in the moment. And what I mean by that is having an overarching mission that you feel really aligned with and that's really clear allows you to overcome those momental I've been talking a lot for the last 10 days. Those moments in your business life where your mindset feels like this is really hard, this is really overwhelming, this is bad, this is, negative things are happening. When you have your mission as your overarching guiding light, those micro mindset moments, if you like, mission always first, mission more important. And I think having that as part of my number 1 thing to come back to. So for me, 5M are the foundational things to come back to when things get hard, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel scared, when you feel unsure. Coming back to the mission. And the mission is an evolution, right? It's not something you write and etch into granite and it stays forever, but the mission. And that, when you think about people outside yourself, think about people in the future, think about people lives being impacted and the way they interact and their people's lives being, when you think about the bigger impact and don't shy away from seeing how big it is, I think that will help you when you are struggling. And I think there are struggles, like in business. There are, like, it's not all wonderful. It's it's challenging, but all the good stuff is, right? If it was easy, everyone would do it. If it was easy all the time, there would be no joy in it. There'd be no challenge in it, and there would be no feeling of triumph, basically. So we have to have the bad stuff so we can enjoy the good stuff, right? And it's no different. Life's the same, 50 good, 50 bad. We just got to enjoy the good and know that the bad will pass. But having a real overarching mission and understanding the impact you have in the work that you do will help you, for sure. It certainly helps me. Money, my favorite thing. Yeah, I love money and money loves me. Like, having that mantra and knowing exactly what your goals are, what your targets are for your business, game changer. Like, again, this is something that I've always lived with and focused on and had front of mind. It's here right now. This is my business plan for next year. But it's everywhere I look, right? It's so important to me. It's here. It's on a post-it note, right? Money loves me, right? So, but money for me is a mindset, but money is also a tangible target. It's a tangible target that whether you hit or miss, and it's a tangible target that you take certain action to hit. And we'll talk about this in more depth, obviously, at the event, or if you come along to any of the online events I'm going to do around it. And there will be online events. If you want details of the next one, send me a DM, or more specifically, send Abby a DM. But anyway, And money as a mindset, but also as a tangible goal set, is really, really one of the things that I've always come back to, for sure. So we'll talk a lot about money on Friday, and it's my favorite thing to talk about. So I'm really excited to bring that into a live, real life conversation, right? With people in the real life, as well as doing it over and over again, like I have been doing with Beautiful Faces on Zoom. I did it again today. I just know that this work will never get old, and I'll never get tired of doing it. And what else I love about this work is it's repeatable. So the more you do it, the more layers you uncover, and it's never done, which is great. Mindset. So this is about the things that hold you back. We know it's us, right? You know that. You know that. If it was easy as just doing the course or just taking the action, then everyone would do it. But we hold ourselves back, right? We stop ourselves. And quite often that is something that's going on internally, either something that's happened or been said to us in the past, or something that's being happened or saying to us in the present, or something that we say to ourselves, right? So mindset is a really interesting topic. And this is one of the things that I really felt about when I was sort of lying in my sick bed thinking about how can I help people, getting people to be really honest with themselves about what goes on in their heads when they don't take action is the first step when it comes to mastering your mindset, or at least starting to. And mindset is everything, and it's kind of a bit of a cliche in a way, but having coached thousands of people through doing difficult things, it's mindset. So we're going to talk about a lot about that on Friday, and it's something that you should always be aware of. But these three things absolutely fit together. But it's about what's coming up for you at that moment in time, and again, that can change, which is why redoing the work is always a benefit. Movement. Now, what I mean by this is when I look back at, okay, so I had a big successful run at online business, okay, in my opinion. I mean, obviously the people have been more successful and less. I'm, probably somewhere in the mid zone, but I went from 0 to 7-figure business in 4 years. So I'd say that is a pretty impressive trajectory. And what would I say? As well as having an overarching mission and having money-related goals and a money mindset, doing the money mindset work continually, and being really self-observant and self-aware of what's going on in my head when I didn't want to do the things, I would say taking action and moving in a direction every single day, ideally towards my goals. But if it didn't work out and it turned out to be a dead end, being okay with that as well. But taking action every single day, making multiple things happen every single day, moving, never ever staying still, never just sitting paralyzed with fear, always action over inaction. And I think having those, making those bold moves, I do believe is what quantum leaps your results in business. And you can only do that when you are aware of the other M's, knowing your mission, knowing your money mindset, knowing what's holding you back in your, in your negative mindset moments, and then being really clear and having non-negotiable movements in your business every single day. And then finally, I think my ability to believe in you, that you can achieve your goals, can be a complete game changer for people. And the reason why I can say that with confidence without it sounding ridiculous is that that's the feedback I get, that people are waiting and looking for somebody to believe in them. My course not the best course in the world, my programs aren't perfect, but my belief in your ability to succeed is completely unwavering. It really is. And I think that, looking for that belief from me is fine as a starter, and then developing that belief in yourself is the most important thing. So hashtag me can mean me as in Helen, I believe in you, absolutely. And it can eventually, when you're ready and you're feeling confident, it can be you, as in you can be the person who you can rely on, right? And it can believe in you. So hopefully that gives you a sort of overview of what we're going to be talking about. So we'll be talking about mission. People will be working on that. We're talking about money, because who doesn't love talking about money? We're talking about mindset and what's holding us back, and being really honest with ourselves. We're talking about the movements we need to make in our businesses and making a commitment to them. And I'll be there. And I'll be able to look you in the eye and tell you I believe in you, right? And, on a practical level, there's loads of other good stuff happening. So the lovely Victoria will be there. She's going to be entertaining us after the event. The event is 9:30 till 2:30 with a paid for lunch in the middle. And then we've got a break where we've still got the space. So from 2:30, 3 o'clock through to 5 o'clock, we have got the lovely Victoria entertaining us, which will be so magical. When we've done all the work and we've done the hard stuff and had the hard conversations with ourselves, being able to sink into listening to Victoria live, oh my goodness, there's going to be tears, there's going to be emotions, there's going to be moments of joy, because there always is when Victoria's about, right? That's how she has this magical power. And for all to have done the work in the day, and then we're going to have a couple of hours with Victoria would be amazing. And then, guys, I'm going to my favourite Chinese restaurant, the Chui Hing, where we've booked out most of the restaurant, basically, for us guys. So we do need to know if you're coming, and if you want to come along to the Chinese, we've got a good deal on a sort of special menu. I think it's £20 or £26 or something, and it's the best Chinese food ever. So we do need to know if you're coming along. You need to get your ticket, of course. We're going to let people buy until Wednesday tea time latest, because we need to finalise numbers with the hotel. We need to finalise numbers with the Chinese. We need to finalise numbers, with the lunch and all that kind of stuff. So we'll pay for your lunch. That's included the cost of your ticket. You pay for your own meal in the evening, but we have organised a fixed price to make it easy and less stressful when bill time comes. And then we're going to meet up on a Thursday night. People are coming up on the Love Train with Rochelle Dallas from London in the afternoon. So I'll be around at the hotel as well on the Thursday evening. Nikki Duffy will be there doing some access bars, therapeutic treatment as well, which you can book into and pay direct for. And it's just going to be a little retreat in Warrington. Not top 10 destinations for retreats, I don't think, but very accessible for motorways and trains. And Victoria will be around on Thursday as well, which is fabulous. So I do feel like Victoria says, 5 M's are magical. 5 magical M's. And we've added 2 more, which is meditation and music. So we might be doing a bit of that as well. Oh, we've got spoken word poetry as well. So it's going to be an extravaganza, basically. Yes, Nikki, exactly. Body and mind. And we need Kelly to come along so we can help you with your mindset. Come and be around like-minded individuals, business owners just like you, who feel just like you. I've cried twice today. There's nothing special about me. I get overwhelmed. I get stressed. I have moments of pure joy and pure stress in my everyday life as well. I don't know who this is, Facebook user, but I can't wait for you to be there either. Not registered with StreamYard. But yes, you need to go along and get the tickets over on Eventbrite. If you can't write that down, because it's not the best URL. I think if you search for 5M Helen, you should be able to find us and look for things in Warrington. I don't think there's that much happening in the entrepreneur space in Warrington. Kelly's got an anniversary coming up, so I'll be taking you out. And it's Kate. Bye, Kate. Perfect. Right, okay, so that was it really. I wanted to just talk a little bit about what the 5Ms are and why we're doing a whole event around them. The reason why we're doing a whole event around them is because I want to meet some people in the real life. I want to give people a hug when they're doing the work, not during, because that'd be weird, but after they've done the work. Kelly, if you want to come along to one of the free sessions that's not in real life, we're going to be running another 5M masterclass very, very soon. And but I wanted to do something where we could get together and we can all have a time, right? Have a good time, have a nice time, have a magical time together. I know magic's going to happen on Friday. I just know it for sure. There just will be, unfortunately Kelly won't be there, but the right people will be there at the right time, and we will do it again, at some point in the new year. Just let Abby know if you want to get on the waiting list for that. I feel like in-person stuff's going to be the future for me in a lot of ways, because I just feel like it's powerful. And I'm excited about it. And I'm going to be doing a lot more in-person stuff at my house, hopefully. The house, actually, if we ever get in it. So there'll be lots and lots of opportunities to get together in 2022. Live events are high on my agenda for sure. But this is on Friday this week, which is exciting. It's only 9:30 till 2:30, Kelly. If you did want to come along in the day, you might not be able to make the Chinese. But it is only 9:30 till 2:30 in terms of the core bit of work, because I know lots of people have got childcare and things like that to get back to. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there because it's nearly 8 o'clock and I've been sat in this chair for 90% of the day today. So I have a fabulous day. Let me know if you want tickets. Be quick though, because I think we've got maybe 10 left where we've got space for that, and then we're going to close it off on Wednesday, and then we'll be all ready to see you on Friday. See you then in the real life.